All right, let's start. Okay, we're now with Hector. You're playing Enrique in 1521, and actually we're on the set of the movie, but of course we cannot show that now. Okay, tell us first how many days are you're now here in Palawan, and so far how's experience?
I think it's been a short of almost 11 days, but it seems like an eternity. And you know
Oh,
why it seems like that? Because I'm having the time of my life and I have to pinch myself daily because I feel like I'm in a dream. I'm working with legends, I'm working with heroes, I'm working with people I looked up to since I was a little boy. And I've never felt more comfortable in my skin than ever before. And to God be all the glory. Uh, this project, I've gone very deep in my research and in my love for filmmaking and my peers. I've never seen such hardworking people in my life. The Filipinos, male and female, commitment is out of control. I've never seen this in all of my years. I've been all over the world. I've filmed all over the world, and being a part of the Filipino cinematography and the films here, I've just been absolutely humbled, grateful, and that's why I feel like it's been an eternity because I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, and the only thing that's keeping me from going back is leading me back is my daughter, and I can't wait. I just had a daughter, and she was 4 weeks old on Sunday, and so my daughter is half Filipino, and so one day
oh.
she's going to see this movie, and she's going to see how the Filipino people are represented, and I want to make sure that I do it justice. So that's why my commitment level is through the roof. I love my cast and I love my crew, and I honor my God. So I can't wait for you guys to see 1521.
All right. Could you tell us, or could you give us a sort of a background of your character in the film?
Yes,
Yeah.
Enrique is a translator for Magellan. There's a few different versions of the actual story, but if we're staying true to the script, Magellan I was a gift to Magellan after conquering Malacca. I began at 13 years old as a Malay slave, and because my father died of cancer, and he died with a lot of debt. So his debtors sold me to slavery, and then that's when I met Lorenzo. And Lorenzo, the character Lorenzo, and I are, I would say, protagonist and antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a very interesting relationship because he's still my general, right under Magellan. So there's still a certain level of respect for him, but he has abused his power with me. And many times when I was hungry as a young man, I would have to steal food. And so I would get flogged for this. And the man who did the flogging was Lorenzo. So that's our relationship. My character is a very loving character, but also bold in what he believes, has studied the word secretly because people make fun of him. Magellan makes sure that he is treated as equal as the other men, but the other men don't feel the same when Magellan's not around. And Enrique's love for God is unmatched. And the only thing I can compare it to is the hard work and dedication of the Filipinos on this movie is the spirit of Enrique. Enrique is not Filipino, but in battle, I'm not going to give too much away,
Yes.
but in battle, there is a side you have to choose.
Okay.
And so I'm going to leave that up to the mystery. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts, but Enrique stands by what he believes, and he's in love. And what do we do when we're in love? We make decisions that alter our lives. So,
Okay.
with not giving too much away, I love playing Enrique. I really found who Enrique is being here in the Philippines, doing my own research of just the land, of just boots on the ground, walking around, meeting the locals. I have 5 new castmates here from guys I met since the first day I got here, and I built bonds with them. And they ask me every day if there's any day that they can come and be a part of this film. They would offer their services, and today is one of those days. that they came to battle with me. We came to set together. They showed up on time, and they're here to fight with mighty Spain. So I've never been so honored, and the loyalty is unmatched here.
Okay. Hector, we know also what are your preparation for this role? I mean, is there training or something? We heard that you've been to some gym here in Puerto Princesa.
Yeah, CrossFit Gym. Shout out to Bobby and Bobby's family. You guys are incredible, and thank you for giving me a month to be a part of your family at the gym at CrossFit. At Hieroglyphic. I love it there. I've been training there. I've actually gained. When I got the call for the Enrique, I made a choice that I was going to be the most fit, the biggest I've ever been. I went from 148 pounds to 165 pounds. And so I went all the way to 170, but with water weight, I fluctuate between 165 and 170. So I want to not be too big on camera, be super ripped, but the ripped comes from hard work. It's not from just doing sit-ups and push-ups all day. It's coming from teamwork, and the strength comes from the mind. No matter how big you are, the strength comes from here. So I did a lot of meditating, spending a lot of time with my family. I went to Puerto Rico for the first time, and as a Puerto Rican, when you go to Puerto Rico for the first time, you really get embraced by your people. And so I really felt that. I really felt in tune with who I am, just as on a personal level as Hector, and it really helped me build Enrique, just to get closer to my own culture.
Oh, okay. All right. So so you've been 11 days here, right? For the shoot. So far, how do you find our kababayans here? You know, how they treat you? How do you like them?
I just want to say thank you to all the people at Hotel Central. I want to thank all the people and staff at Hotel U. I want to thank all my cast and crew, because like I said before, when I saw that we had to move one of our ships from one side of the beach to the other, and there's no motor, there's no rope, there's no anchor, and there's definitely no Hercules, but there is 150 Filipinos and a few sticks. And I kid you not, within an hour, that boat was from one side of the beach to the other. And to see them working so hard, I had to take my shirt off, get my boots on, and help them half the way. I have to protect myself because there's only one Enrique in this project, so I had to be careful. But it didn't stop me from helping my Filipino brothers and sisters do the work. But like I said, they've been so inspiring to see their work ethic. I've been all around the world and I've never seen it, and it's really special that now the Filipinos are going to have such great representation in this film. But the Filipino people have always been amazing, have always been great. Any Filipino I've ever met since I was a little boy has always left a special place in my heart, has been very nurturing and loving. And I learned a very awesome Filipino word, one of the best words I think in Tagalog,
what's that?
which is mahakita.
Oh.
And for those who are watching that are only English speakers, that means I love you. And I know I've noticed that Filipinos and Filipino women don't normally embrace and hug, and so meeting me, every time I meet somebody new, I barely shake hands. I'm going in for the real thing, I'm going in for the real hug. And so I feel like I have also contributed to the love and the ambiance here on the set. I wanted to come here and to set a certain standard of professionalism, as well as open up my heart and keep it open as long as possible, because it can be taxing. When you leave yourself open, you leave yourself vulnerable. You leave yourself vulnerable for an attack from anybody, from the spiritual warfare to just or physical. And so there's been a lot of attacks on not just me, but our production. But we are strong, we are mighty, and when you're doing his work, you better be prepared to be attacked. And so that's what I prayed. I prayed that I knew it was going to be hot, I knew it was going to be humid, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I knew it was going to be 14 to 15-hour days. But my commitment level is to Michael Copan, is to Francis and his family, is to this movie. I love Michael Copan and his family with all my heart. He's our director. He's inspired me. He's a brother to me. everything he promised me, he stayed true to, and I'm forever in his debt. And I tell him, I'll go to the end of the earth for you, Michael. And I'll say it again, I'll go to the end of the earth for you. So I'm here. If we don't get every shot we need to get, well, you better reroute my plane because I'm not leaving until we get every shot.
Wow, that is so nice. Okay. Oh, all right. Of course, you already met Bea, and I think you have some scenes with Bea. What can you say about Bea? Our beautiful Bea Alonso.
Wow, I can see why she is highly respected and highly favored from God. And whatever she believes is her business, but when she walks on a set, she walks with such an elegance and such a grace that it makes it very easy to fall in love with her.
Oh.
And I have a very soft spot in my heart for Bea and her team. Because when you have a team that big, you're a reflection of your team, and they are a reflection of her, and so it's taken. Bea and I connected right away because we're professionals and we know our job here. It took a couple days for me to connect with her team because I not only don't speak Tagalog, I'm just focused on my work. But after a few days of working together, I think I've really grown to build a relationship with her team. I always say hello. But she sets the standard very high. When she comes to set, everybody makes sure their button is buttoned up. Everybody makes sure they're as professional as possible. And I bring that same level of energy. And so I believe that our chemistry is right there where it needs to be. I think it's like a few points away from 50 Shades of Grey, but we're not telling that story.
Okay.
We're telling a true love story. And it just so happens to be taking place during a time of a battle that is well known in history, and so I just can't say enough good things about her. I can feel it. I can feel that she loves what she does. I can feel that she's done a lot of work to prepare, and she walks around like this is not her first rodeo. And I do the same thing. You know, we both have been in this business for a long time. We both have reached levels of success. And one of the first things I told her, I'm like, Bea, I want you to know that you're not just a Filipino star. You're not just the movie queen of the Philippines. You are an international star. People in America know about you, and they love you. They cannot wait to see you in this movie, to see you in this new light. So the world welcomes you. I love you. I welcome you, Bea, and I know you're going to do the Filipinos justice in this movie. And I love you. I love your team. I love your family. I can tell that you were raised by an amazing family, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Wow. All right. Okay. Hector, you know, we've noticed that you're also eating Filipino food here. So may we know what are your favorites so far?
Well, also in my preparation, I want to give a shout out to Molly and Marianne, my girlfriend, and her mother. Marianne's mom flew out a month before I started filming because I had a baby, Leona. She's 4 weeks old on Sunday, and Molly has been getting me very accustomed in my stomach to the Filipino culture and food. So I've been eating, before I even got here, part of my preparation as Enrique has been pancit, sinagang, halo-halo, and ube. And I love them all. Yesterday I had lapu for the first time, and I'm not talking about Michael Copan. I'm talking about the fish. And it's delicious, very fresh. And yesterday the stuntmen, they made this fish platter together with vegetables, and I don't remember the name of the fish. It was a big platter, and they all recorded me trying it for the first time. I can send you the clip if you can add it in this video if you want. It's a very great video because, you know, it's me trying something for the first time, and it was delicious. It was spicy. I don't remember the name, but out of all of them, I would have to say chicken adobo.
Oh.
Is my favorite. But I can never turn, you know, I've been really watching what I eat and watching my sugar intake and my insulin. But halo, man, when it's done right.
Oh. So your halo have leche plan ba?
I don't know what you said, but it sounded really good.
Okay.
Oh, leche.
Leche plan, the one in the
Oh,
topping.
leche flan.
Yes.
Yes, leche flan.
So you
And the
love
little
that.
pieces of coconut.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering.
All right. What about? I think you've been to the city, right? I mean, many times. Did you go to some restaurant? Can you remember
Yes,
some?
I believe it or not, one of our Spanish soldiers that came today is the owner of Aztec.
Oh,
Aztec
the
is a
Aztec
bar
bar,
slash
yes.
lounge. They have a beautiful singers that come in, a great atmosphere, very chill, very nonchalant. And the owners are now my friends.
Oh.
Ben is the male owner, the husband of the wife. They're a great duo, great team. Have embraced me, came and are here, and have been committed to me all day. We haven't started work yet. They got here at 8. They haven't complained once, but it's because we're feeding them. And so I love Aztec. I love the food at of Hotel U. And what else? What else? I really, really love. Oh, I went to Life Church.
Okay.
And can I get an amen when you're talking about eating? There's nothing like getting spiritually fed. And so
Yes.
when I went to Life Church, I sat in the back by myself, and I sat next to this guy that looked like the wild Samoan from the 80s. He was a great WWF wrestler, and I kept looking at him, and he kept looking at me like this. I'm like, looking at him back, but he never said nothing, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm having a great service, I'm praying, I'm crying my eyes out, and I can feel the essence of Enrique while I was in church. And so I really got hit by the Holy Spirit in a way that it hasn't happened in a long time. And so yesterday when we came to our location where we're at now, I'm looking, and I'm like, I know that guy. That's the guy I sat next to at church. And I'm like, and he's like, it's like, yes, I sat next to you in church. I'm like, Rico, it's me, Hector. So Dr. Rico, he's over here somewhere. I don't know if he's around. Love the guy. We sat and we talked and had a great conversation. And this is what I mean about the spirit of the Filipinos, man. Once you meet them and you build a bond with them, they're your friends for life. They're your friends for life. There's a lot of honor in the relationship building. Once you get down to the core and you plant the seed in a Filipino's heart, they're your friends for life. And I cannot wait to come back. I want to make more films here. I want to definitely work with Bea again. That's a given. And definitely work with this crew.
Okay. What about popular in the Philippines is soap opera or teleserye? You're willing to work in a teleserye in the Philippines?
Absolutely.
Wow. Calling all the producers there.
Absolutely.
All the
Calling all the
network.
soap opera. Hello, it's Hector David Jr. Hire me.
All right, Hector. For the last question,
Yes.
just invite everyone to watch out for this film. And what do you think is the important lesson or that people watching this could learn from the movie?
Hello, my name is Hector David Jr. And I just want to say something from the heart. We're shooting here 1521. It's my favorite movie I've ever done. I'm working with a spectacular director that is committed to a level that I've never seen before. Our Filipino brothers and sisters are here for us all the way, day and night. And what I want you guys to take away from this movie after you watch it is don't watch it with a closed mind. Watch it with an open heart. Don't have any reservations when watching this movie. Don't come with any expectations. Just come to enjoy good cinema and enjoy how hard we worked to make this and the sacrifice that everybody made to make this movie. Costas and myself are brand new dads. We left our babies to come be with the Filipinos to make this movie. Our babies are only 4 weeks old and we're here. Michael Copan nearly broke his leg because he's so committed as playing Lapu Lapu, and our director, our fearless leader, on and off the script, and our Filipino crew from Manila, our extras from here, Puerto Princesa and Palawan. I want you guys to know that I love you and I appreciate you and I stand with you until the last day that I am here, and I leave my heart on this beach. And I cannot wait for you guys to see this movie, to be inspired, to be reminded why we're here on this earth. It's just love. It's love. We need to operate from more of a place of love. And I feel like I've become a better man by coming here and committing to this movie. So come on, come to the theaters, whether it's going to be in the movie theaters, whether it's going to be a streaming service, no matter where we find a home for 1521, God will make a way to find the best distribution. And I can't wait for you guys to see 1521. Hector David Jr., and I'm out.
All right. Thank you.